But ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to jump right into the banning phase of this game 3.
Yeah, so we're starting here with the banning for game 3 with a special one here, getting Guinevere being banned by Infinity in the first place, but now we're having Freya once again and Harriet for Infinity. Oh, it's a ban here. Besides Freya and Zushi now, Guinevere is a kind of a surprise so far.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're banning out shit right away here with the DreamMax usually has that as one of their prio bans, but they went ahead and just banned Zushin. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. They heard me. They're like, oh, wait. The chip.
With this bans kind of coming through here, I'm wondering if we're gonna probably see the Kimmy pick out come from Kite. I feel like she's picked it every single series that she's been involved in, and she's done an exceptional job. And I feel like with some of these bigger picks out of the way, I think it's a good opportunity for them to go ahead and flex that out, the kiting ability that they have there as well. Harley might be one of those that can kind of close the distance there. I'm definitely eager to see where we go from here, and especially on the side of Infinity, if we maybe, like Rico was recommending, maybe we settle down a little bit. You don't have to always go outside of the meta. Maybe we can go ahead and pull out one of the Khalid or the Hilda or something, some type of roam that has like that winning record for the current season.
Yeah, it makes total sense here, especially for Infinity and especially for this best of 5. But okay, but as we were talking here, this best of 5 means from the seed, you know, it's important for getting the seed, the high seed, or the downward seed here, the lower seed. You know, like it's not the end of the world for both teams. So maybe for Infinity, like okay, we are non-stop. We're going to get these off-meta heroes here to bring the personality, and I think I'm just a little bit right because you're seeing once again Thanos in Infinity's hand plus with carry.
Yes, I approve of the choice of this carry. Right now they're picking a lot of tankier heroes on the side of DreamMax, Leo and Uranus here. They picked Farsa for her mobility, I'm sure.
I like the Farja coming out here too, especially because it's something that you can kind of set down when after the Thamus goes in to try to take out your Leomord and your Uranus. Farja can kind of be at the edge of that range without being in harm's way, especially because Thamus doesn't really have an ability to really get to that back lane. I'm a little, I feel like Thamus was a little bit of an early pickup here, a little curious, especially because right now the Harleys are only real answer to kind of punish Farja for that feathered airstrike ultimate where she has to stand still to rain down damage on you. So the potential for her to get caught here is pretty minimized with the composition that we have out here right now.
And then we got a clever ban here coming from DreamMax with this Eldora, because if you combine the with Harley here with this follow-up, especially to burst the damage and the magical one, could be a trouble for a DreamMax. But now once again, there is so much respect over Fanboy here coming from DreamMax, because now the last ban comes in the Minotaur, so 2 heroes only for Fanboy. He is a kind of popular on a DreamMax's mentality here so far, but now Infinity comes with the banning from Khalid and Kalia, both K heroes, Khalid and Kalia, not going so far in this third game. But now let's see what is DreamMax, come about.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what Fanboy will be choosing here. I think, well, he's played Belric. He showed the Atlas, but yeah, that one didn't do very well. But right now, we've seen that Belric, he's chosen Belric to play, and he did a wonderful job, and even got MVP last time with it. So maybe that might be the choice here for him. There it is.
This is super interesting, only for the pure fact that I feel like we have the same problem that I was talking about earlier. We don't really have any backline access. Granger's going to be able to kind of dash his way back to safety while providing a decent amount of suppressive fire with an escape. Same thing for Farza. We don't really have anything that can close the distance unless Beleric can like catch them with his taunt. But that's a huge thing because you see this huge tree running for you. You're going to know, all right, something here is up. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get out of here, either with those wings by wings or the dash that Granger can do out there as well. The only real hope that we have, I feel like, is if we can get into that, once we get that actuation from Beleric, from Thamus going in onto those pits, that we can immediately blow them up. Leomord and Uranus, can we get them bursted down to where the feathered airstrike doesn't do as much damage to our people?
Yeah, so both teams here with the final composition, especially with Carry, and now Hilda comes from DreamMax is here to finish that composition. Once again, we're talking about this roaming here. One, it causes pressure in the jungle with the situation from domination, causing slower. Okay, but another one, we got crowd control. We got this engage situation coming out from Infinity here. Now, in other hand, we're seeing the Thanos here that has a high potential of damage versus Uranus. Okay, Uranus, he has a high sustainability here to get a 1v1 XP lane, but over Thanos, I think that is gonna struggle, gotta have some struggling here so far. ZZ is gonna to work here very in a completely synergy with Leonel, especially to burst that damage to get this early game in favor for Infinity, especially coming from Harley and Leonel. But ladies and gentlemen, guys, welcome once again to the Land of Dawn. This is the third game. Infinity Esports versus DreamMax. It's the MCT AMER South. Let's go, my friend Private.
Yeah, both of these teams are sitting at 1 game apiece here. So we are basically guaranteed a game 4 right now, which will start testing the limits of a lot of some of these hero pools coming out from them. With the pick of the Hilda, we've got a little bit of harassment, especially in the early game that can really go on to ZZ and Lionel. I'm trying to remember, the last time we saw Rusi on this Thamus was yesterday. And I think I had some of the same complaints when they drafted it, is I feel like Thamus is very immobile, not able to really do a lot of protection when it comes into that turtle pit. He's one of those that once he has a fight, he's in that fight until his ultimate is gone. But I feel like what we saw from Rusi yesterday was he didn't just jump in the middle of the turtle pit. He went to zone out the enemy. And that is going to be super dependent on if Infinity can get to that turtle right away before DreamMax can. And then you use Thamus. Then you use Rusi to start zoning out the rest of the enemy.
Yeah, that formation for coming from Infinity, especially with Lilia, Thamus, Beleric, and the jungler Harley, they could be very strong, especially for guarantee these objectives. Heading for this on the river, heading for the pit here, guarantee turtles, even Lord, but the most important is even the turtles here in the early game comes from Infinity, because I don't see King doing too much with this Uranus in this roaming situation with this landing phase here to trying to help DreamMax's friends, DreamMax composition to get these objectives, or at least if they get some pick off, if they get some elimination before getting this turtle, so it's going to be very easy for them. But so far, I believe that this, at least the Trinity, Lilia, Harley, and Beleric, I think that is they have just a little advantage over DreamMax's.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they do have an advantage. And also, you said Hilda usually into a tanky hero is bad, but this one said Hilda into a Harley, which is a good choice.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how they go as we continue back into the opening minutes of Game 3. 1 kill for the side of DreamMax. They were actually able to get down Lionel, so that is something going in DreamMax's favor.
Yeah, now taking the opportunity here to say hello for the people in the chat. Hello from people from PH, MPL PH watching us, MPL Indonesia. Also, hello to Deadpool, Pinoy, GM Kilua on the chat. You're the main star of the show. It all for you guys. So thanks so much for your support. But now we are here. 2 minutes of the third game. The first turret heading on the downside of the river. Immediately is started by DreamMax. Where we have a fight back. Oh!
Yeah, you can see down comes the feathered airstrike. Rusi actually very, very low. Has that cauterize inferno activated, cauterant inferno activated, but he gets taken down immediately. That's going to be 2 kills for the side of DreamMax and a turtle in their pocket.
Yeah, the first turtle goes for DreamMax here, plus 2 kills. 1 kill for Chai Kite and another one for King. Once again here, Private, it's a very good early game coming from DreamMax, especially with the kills here over the carry ones.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting here. I mean, right now, 2 kills on the board. We're not able to get any real pushing in just yet. No real threats coming out. Oh, as I say, that feathered airstrike onto Rusi is going to add that to a 3-0 game.
Yeah, so we're talking about the Trinity coming from Infinity, which has the power to guarantee some kind of objective or the aggression early game, but we're seeing DreamMax doing that situation, doing this, getting the engage situations, playing forward, playing aggressive, guarantee the kills, the objective one, so playing the macro. So there's a very good early game here. So I think that Infinity has to think how they are handle that situation for the last minutes, for the over minutes after the game.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need to see a little bit more forward offense. Ooh, Zizi's going to come in here, not able to get that deadly magic onto Chimera. And that's going to be a very interesting target for Zizi to try to go onto, especially with all the escaping abilities that you're going to have as a Granger, with the flicker, with his dashing ability out there as well. That I don't really know of a good target besides Kite that you're going to be able to get that deadly magic on for the early through the mid game as well. Only 8 seconds left for this next turtle.
Yeah, the next turtle now heading on the upper side here on the river, and now DreamMax is trying to get this info, trying to dominate here the jungle, trying to dominate the river. At least Lionel and Fanboy are trying to do something, but Rusi is on the bush. He's trying to do something, but DreamMax has the advantage.
Yeah, you want to say 5 members of DreamMax sitting very pretty. Out comes the Phantom Steed, and that's going to make short work of this Lord. Now turning their attention onto the rest of Infinity, trying to chase them out. Comes the Wrath of the Dryad. You can see Chaikai comes in with the feathered airstrike. The rest of the team try to surround her, but a great job by DreamMax and a blink there to go ahead and provide that safety for Chaikai and protect her. 4-0 right now. It is DreamMax's early game lead.
Another kill for DreamMax here, another kill for Chai Kite in the mid lane. This is a very good early game for DreamMax so far here. Now they're heading for the top side to guarantee the first tower here. It's already taken down. Infinity is losing the map, it's losing that situation.
Yeah, King takes a little bit of damage from Lionel. ZZ comes in, but just is not able to make a lot of those teleportations work. You've got a lot of escaping abilities, I want to say, coming out from the big targets of DreamMax. So we're really leaning on Zabloch to kind of get online for Lionel to be able to do a lot of damage. But even Lionel's going to have the same trouble trying to get that damage onto this team that is just so maneuverable.
Yeah, but now here Infinity is trying to respond somehow, but now we're seeing King doing a proxy over the first and the second tower in the bottom lane here. Now Rusi is heading back, but now Chai Kite is heading down once again. That could be a 2v1 situation once again.
Yeah, Jumpstout's going to go ahead and head down there. 2v1 already. Feathered airstrike raining damage down onto Rusi on the back line. Jumpstout coming in for the flank. Finds himself a kill on to the XP laner. That's going to open up this bottom tower for the side of DreamMax. A 5-0 game. Infinity have been left breathless here, unable to come back. Lionel going to have to use those black shoes as Fanboy comes in to provide for that escape.
Now once again here, King is burning my tongue, but now Lionel is lost.
You big flicker on to Lionel, who gets taken down 6-0 right now for DreamMax. That's going to set up this next turtle for them.
Yeah, once again here, King burning my tongue because of the Rainier situation. He is doing a lot. He's using the flick here to surprise the enemy, doing the proxy, doing the situations to guarantee kills for a Chaikai, for example. Oh, in the mid lane here from Boy!
Oh, Fanboy tried the Wrath of the Dryad, thought he had the win as he flickered out from underneath the tower, but Shaykite with some amazing positioning catches him on the back end with a feathered airstrike to finish the job. And now it just that was ZZ. I was like, what happened there? ZZ actually got teleported back to where he was, and it just Infinity are just having the roughest game here, and I thought that we were gonna have some issues. You've got a lot of melee heroes here that you want to try to make work, but the threat of a Chaykai with this feathered airstrike, with the damage he can do, so much poke that can come out too from Chimera as well, is just overwhelming Infinity right now.
Yeah, DreamMax is turning on the turbo mode over Infinity so far. The first line here of the tower is already taken down by for DreamMax. Once again, feather airstrike here. Oh!
Wow, ZZ comes in and gets exploded. This is a completely different team. I feel like DreamMax understood the draft on a different level here, baited out some of these picks that Infinity was known for. And this is what I talk about sometimes when it comes to the draft being the draft for a reason. Certain heroes not shining, like especially Rusi on the Stamus. I mean, you need to get so close and remain so close. Now a little bit of trouble here as we have the feather airstrike in the middle of two lanes as well. That's going to go ahead, zone out the rest of Infinity for their high ground tower pressure.
Yeah, DreamMax here realizing especially the composition situation over Chaikai here with Farsa over Blink with the Serranos. You know, they know that they cannot let this game to be so long because of the carry on the late game here coming from Infinity. So they know that they had the tools, now they have the tools to finish the game as soon as they can. But we are talking about Infinity on the other side, which is a very good team. So both teams here, like not in the coin flip, but now in the mid lane here, Blinking taking so much damage, and even though King is still able to survive, Feather Airstrike coming again.
Yeah, still raining on that damage. We're already going to have to use the black shoes defensively to get away from the damage coming on from the feathered airstrike. Good pressure mounting from Infinity. They're able to go ahead and push that bottom tower. They got themselves a free tower, so now have the top and a bottom as Lord making its way through mid.
Yeah, so I was talking about like DreamMax not having this hard engage situation, or like comparing to Balearic, for example, but they have this following up a very interesting one with the Phantom's team from Jump Style, with the Feather Strike here coming from Chaikai, for example, and Chimera with the skill shot. Oh!
Yeah, we have the Phantom Steed coming out through mid. Big pressure mounting on the high ground up at mid. Chimera is able to find a kill onto Fanboy. The rest of Infinity trying to find an escape, trying to find a defense here as King underneath the tower, taking a lot of damage on the backside. Blink latches onto Rusi, who's going to activate that vengeance and actually turn this around for Infinity. They find themselves the kill, and DreamMax are still able to find that mid tower. Feathered airstrike down to zone out the rest of Infinity. Top high ground tower is down. It is just the two towers at bottom lane, but that means we're gonna have a big boy minions coming from the mid and top lane.
As they say, the greed took down the golem here. Blink was too greedy trying to get the kill. He was taken down, but who cares? Because now this is the high ground no more for Infinity. Only the last one in the bottom lane here. Super minions in the mid lane for DreamMax. Super minions in the top lane for the Dragon Boys. Oh my goodness. This game here, it is so good for DreamMax to finish so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty dominant game. We're only, I mean, there's about an 8K gold lead here at the 11-minute mark here. So they just need to sync up lanes, continue on with putting on this pressure, or they can just do it safe, continue pushing the lanes, and then just wait for the next Lord. Right now, you're at a point where Infinity cannot win a fight unless they get lucky. You see that little bit of a teleport coming out from ZZ, but he does not find the target he wants. Chaikai, Chimera doing a great job with their spacing, with their positioning, making sure that they're not in harm's way, except when it is to rain down some damage with that feathered airstrike. You see them already chunked down to 50% immediately. Damage coming out on the King. Wrath of Dryad coming out, as you see from the flank. ZZ gonna have to find a disengage, but this already setting it up for a clean Lord pickup by DreamMax. 5 seconds left for that Lord.
Yeah, King here being the king of XP lane so far in this game for DreamMax with his Uranus. Once again with a fat airstrike here from Chaikai, just to zoom out the players and let the DreamMax guarantee another Lord for the Dragon Boys. But now, okay, only Blink and King here with the playing forward, playing aggressive to try to get this info for a DreamMax. The Lord is guaranteed by DreamMax, immediately heading down in the mid lane for the Dragon Boys.
Yeah, Chaikai on the back end is going to be looking for that good positioning to lay out a feathered airstrike. Zablochin fanboy lying in wait, seeing if they can kind of bait out some of those abilities. Rusi at the bottom. Oh, they come in from the flank. Oh, and they miss the Wrath of Dryad. Chaikai able to get that distance and lay down the suppressive fire in the form of that feathered airstrike. That is unfortunate as DreamMax has turned this around. Rusi is down. Pressure starting to mount at the core. All towers down for the side of Infinity as 5 members from DreamMax thinking that maybe they can put some pressure on to this core, mounting and waiting for that mid lane to push coming in. Feathered airstrike raining down, damage coming out from the rest of Infinity, trying to defend on the backside. Blink goes in looking for the damage. Blink actually activates, gets taken down, but it is more than enough time for DreamMax to find the game-winning punch.
A completely stop here coming out from DreamMax in this third game. My goodness, DreamMax didn't recognize here Infinity and guarantee the second win.
Yeah, DreamMax was making their presence known that time around, taking 2 turtles and with like a 4-kill lead by the 5-minute mark. Then after that, they just continued their reign and they conquered that map and took all the objectives and ended up with that 10-1 in favor of DreamMax. That was amazing. They probably got more kills there, but that's what the last thing I saw. It was too quick.
Yeah, there was just that, I mean, I understood maybe what they thought they could accomplish with the Thamus. If they were able to get to these objectives first, you could use Thamus to maybe zone out the rest of the enemy. The only problem here was it just felt like DreamMax was quicker to the punch. Once you're already situated, Thamus is going to have a very hard time closing the distance on any one of these lethal damage dealers out there, especially Chimera, Chaikai, who both have dashes, both have wing by wings to be able to get away, and then you're talking about a decent amount of peeling ability for them as well. A great game here as DreamMax seemingly able to shut down Infinity.
Yeah, especially here neutralizing Rusi's performance, even in the very first minute here in the game, as Private was saying, like especially with this wall, the resistant wall coming from King, a Gemstar, for example, and also a Blink. You know, despite that they didn't have some kind of engage here in that DreamMax composition, but they still dominated the map, dominated this pressure here to guarantee the turtles, and it was becoming hard and harder for Infinity to do something over the past minutes here, because they are Rusi. I think that after the first turtle, Rusi got like a very hard life situation here with this Thanos because he was not able to do much after that. He was neutralizing every time. We were able to see many times like King doing a proxy, walking through the jungle, you know, using the flick to surprise the enemy in the top side here. So he was really solid with this Uranus here to guarantee this advantage for a DreamMax so far. And Chaikai with this feather airstrike, oh my god, so causing so much pressure and so much damage with this range situation coming up to DreamMax with the Granger of Chimera, with this Farsa from Chai Kite. So it worked very well here, that draft and that composition for DreamMax.
And right, we have to see our MVP control, confidence, and perfect execution. Everything you want to see in our MVP. Of course, it is Shay Kite. She has been a force those last 2 games, and she is still going with the 406 KDA, 57.4k total damage, and 594 golds per minute.
She has been a player that has stuck out to me since the first week, even though her team, DreamMax, hasn't had the greatest win rate. Every single game that she is a part of, I want to say at least 90% of them, even when her team is losing, she's able to separate herself to do what her job is. I want to say even with the losses, when you look at the stats, you can tell that Shay Kite, it was never on Shay Kite for a lot of these losses. She's still doing what she needs to, getting those kills, not dying during a lot of these engagements. And then when it comes to the victories, the great placement that she has, especially on a Farsa, for somebody who I want to say is very fearful of getting caught of a lot of these abilities, did such a great job of being able to angle herself and make sure that she could find